first of our new weekly updates where we're going to be briefing you on some key news that's been happening in the mortgage industry. So the first thing that's happened this week is that yesterday the MPC got together and voted 7-2 to keep base rate where it is, so no movements up or down, as was widely predicted. What this means for our clients and people watching this is, I guess, an element of uncertainty because people will now be thinking, what is base rate going to go down next month or move again? And I think it really is a case of just watch this space. There's much that goes into determining what happens with base rate. And so at the moment, because we're in a period of a change and some uncertainty, I think it'd be really hard to really gauge it, but the general sentiment of the market is that we're not expecting to see a movement either way for the next few months. We've also seen 4 lenders review their pricing and bring out some new products which are really, really good. Landbay, Foundation Home Loans, LendInvest and Yorkshire Building Society have all brought out products which are really competitive. This week we've seen 4 lenders review their lending policies and product offering and seen some quite significant improvements. So Landbay, Foundation Home Loans, LendInvest and Yorkshire Building Society, which was the Norwich and Peterborough brand where their corporate borrowing, have all been reviewed. So the lenders are bringing out either semi-exclusive rates, larger loan sizes, higher loan to values, or a slightly different approach in terms of their appetite to risk. So all in all, it's been a busy week in the lending front, and I think there's more changes to come over the coming weeks as lenders really start to position themselves for 2020. UK Finance have released some data, and we want to just share with you some of the key highlights. The first thing is that in December 2019, property prices on average were 8.4% higher, or purchase prices were 8.4% higher than they were in December 2018, which shows that there is some kind of resilience and improvement in the property market. The second data that I thought was really interesting and worth mentioning to you is that credit card borrowing is now at its lowest point since 2013, and I think really what that means is that borrowers are quite nervous about the economy. They're looking to rein in their spending, get their personal finances in a really strong position, so that if there is an element of turmoil going forwards, they're in a much better place. The third piece of data I really wanted to just talk about is the number of transactions which are happening in terms of personal borrowers versus limited company borrowers. The number of people buying buy-to-let properties is coming down, but the number of limited companies which are buying properties is going up, which really just underpins what we've been saying for some time now in terms of investors choosing to use corporate structures as a means of tax planning going forwards. To touch on the changes that we've seen this week in the actual buy-to-let and lending market, it's been a busy week. Lenders have clearly been looking at where they are with things and reviewing their options. So the first thing we've seen is that Virgin Money have withdrawn their products and repriced them upwards. Conversely, and interestingly, as they're owned by the same group, Clydesdale have repriced downwards, which is unusual. TML, the mortgage lender, has reviewed and enhanced its lending criteria, and they now are offering a maximum loan on individual properties of up to £3 million. They've also increased their geographical reach to include Anglesey and the Isle of Wight. That's it for us this week. I hope you've enjoyed watching and you found this useful. As always, if you did want to get in touch and speak to one of our consultants regarding your financing needs, our number is 0345 345 6788, or you can go to our website www.mortgagesforbusiness.co.uk. We'd love to hear from you.